everyone, welcome to Better Us Now podcast. We are three athletic vegan girls from Japan aiming to make our earth a better place with happy animals and healthy humans. このポッドキャストではスポーティーなビーガンガールズ、萌え、アスカ、カホの3人が環境社会問題、ビジネスフィットネス、健康瞑想、生理、子育てなどさまざまな話題や課題について力強く美しく輝きたい女性たちのためにホットな情報をビーガン目線でお届けします。 Better Us makes better us. Hi everyone, in today's episode we welcome Vegan Translator and Vegan Fundraiser Yuko Kubo. She is also a multicultural communications expert and dedicated animal rights advocate based in Tokyo. With a diverse background spanning the private, public, and academic sectors, she passionately transcreates vegan materials in Japanese and English. Beyond her linguistic pursuits, she is deeply involved in fundraising activities and forging connections with various non-profit organizations.Her passion for veganism is also shown through the role of Vegan FTA Japan Manager. 日本語でポッドキャストを聞かれている皆さんにお知らせです。今回のエピソードは英語でお届けいたします。日本語で聞かれたい方は次回のエピソードをチェックしてみてください。Alright then, let's dive into the conversation with Yuko-san. Enjoy!So today we have a special guest joining us, Yuko-san. Thank you very much for coming. We are very, very happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. So I want to dive into the questions that we have. So we always ask the question about how you became vegan and when and what was the reason you went vegan.Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Yes. I became vegan gradually. I stopped eating pork first. When I saw the movie Babe. Have you seen that? The Little Piggy?
Yes.
The movie. The little
it's very
piggy
cute.
Yeah. And after that, I stopped eating pork. Then I stopped eating other meat and fish and dairy and eggs. Gradually,I completely stopped eating animal products. Then, at that time, I didn't really, I didn't have any idea about the veganism. I just didn't want to eat animals because of that piggy. So, and then I searched a little bit about vegetarian. Then I met one person who claimed herself vegan. And then I did a little bit research, and then I know that veganism, it's kind of philosophy and the lifestyle the people are following. Then after that, because I stopped eating animal products, and then also that many people told me that you should eat meat, that because it's bad for your health. People said.
Yeah.
Then, a little bit concerned about my health as well, so that I signed up the course plant-based nutrition offered by Cornell. It's online, so but I could.attend the course from my home. You don't have to go to the States. Then I'm very, after that I was very confident that plant-based nutrition, nothing wrong with that. I mean, nutrition-wise and then scientifically. Then I have no doubt whatsoever since then. I follow vegan diet and vegan lifestyle, so which means I don't use any animal products, no wool, no silk, no leather. So yeah, then I became vegan maybe a quarter century ago.
So that's almost like 25 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. Like 25 years ago, I cannot imagine. Like, were you in Japan at that time?
I was in Singapore at that time. I was working in Singapore. And probably slightly easier, probably. But still, vegan was very rare. I had no vegan friend at the time. So whenever I went to a restaurant, I always asked the waiter or waitress, do you have any vegan menu? Because usually you can't find any item on it.
No.
But some restaurants, they're kind enough to, let me ask the chef what they can prepare. So, yeah, it was not easy.
No, I assume not, because, 25 years ago, I'm pretty sure that vegetarian were quite rare as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but because of, it was not whether your life is easy or not. It was another question because I didn't want to eat animals for very obvious reasons. So whether it affected my health, probably I still follow vegan diet.
Wow, that's amazing. And now Singapore is considered as like very modern, vegan friendly place to go.
Yes.
So in terms of that, maybe you landed in the right place in the right time to be vegan, maybe.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Nice. So, yeah, I just want to talk about a little bit more about your job. Basically, I was searching about Yuko-san for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I came across so many like job titles, and I didn't know which one she is like she's doing it as a main occupation. So can you tell us about the job you do, the work you do? I'm pretty sure that you have a lot, but it would be nice to know.
Yeah, so the most difficult question to answer is, what do you do? That's always, I don't know how to answer. So it depends on who and when and how you ask. So usually, I'm a fundraiser. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Fundraiser means, we work for, I work for the nonprofit organization and provide people an opportunity to participate in the project, which is, I think, is very, 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 very meaningful job. And so and the donation, people said that I'm sure that you donate small, project. Donation is one of the best way of using your money. That's what I believe. And also, I call myself a vegan translator. I do Japanese English translation and also the translate vegan language to non-vegan language, vice versa.
Yeah.
So that's my life work, I guess.
Nice. And you are the manager of Vegan FTA, if I'm correct?
Yeah, vegan for the animals. Yeah, Japan. I'm running the SNS for them in Japanese.
Yes. So that's kind of what you do, like you translate the English contents to Japanese content.
Yes, I joined them because when I came back to Japan, reliable information about veganism was very, very limited in Japanese. I think Japanese people deserve to know better, more, that they deserve to access to the more information. So that's why I asked them whether I can work with them. And then, so mainly I translate the foreign news, what's happening outside Japan, and promote veganism, what veganism is and what the other people doing outside Japan. And then there are many activists in Japan as well. So that I'm sure that they exchange information in Japanese already. So I want to input a little bit and maybe to stimulate them, or maybe it's useful or helpful for them to do their activities in Japan.
Yeah, definitely. I think why we started this podcast is also about because we couldn't find any information in Japanese around veganism. I mean, we could, but it was not as much as English content. And when I went vegan as well, 2019, I didn't gather all those informations about nutrition or animal rights or environment in Japanese. I, absorbed those informations in English. So I'm pretty sure that, what you do is very important for Japanese people, because otherwise we cannot hear or see those informations.
It's true. And nowadays, the AI, the automatic translator, it's very good nowadays. Technology is advanced, but still, that means that people use that function. So you need, and also that you have to decide whether this information is correct or not, because internet, all kind of information available, but you have to, based on your judgment, so that as I said, I want to disseminate reliable information. People can, that trust us. So that's very important as a non-profit organization. So the Vegan FTA, the staff members, they are amazing people. I learn from them a lot every day, and so we talk to each other. So that's quite good. But as you said, I mean, the information in Japanese, I think we need much more. It's still very, very limited. And also that we have to, what I want to do is I want to help people who are interested in veganism, but, maybe don't know what to do. So in daily life, because the veganism is a lifestyle. So what to eat, what to do, what to wear, how to live. So all these tips, that kind of information, we still need much more of that. So if I can do that, that would be wonderful. But
I mean, you are doing it, so it's amazing. Great. And you mentioned something that you learned from, Vegan FTA team a lot. What is the most memorable knowledge or wisdom you learned throughout your career?
Well, every time I communicate with them, it's something, always I have something to learn. But, their passion is amazing. And each one of them is doing their own project where they live in, and, their region and their area. They have their own projects. So, that's why, and if somebody asks a question and always somebody answers that, and also we exchange the podcast, the SNS, this kind of, the post, what do you think about it? So these things update my knowledge and what's happening. And also, it's quite inspiring. Because sometimes a vegan, I still don't have many vegan friends. I don't know why. So sometimes I feel very lonely. So because I feel like I'm a part of the team, which is extremely encouraging and good.
Yeah, of course, the sense of like community, that you share something similar or like the same.
We have no doubt about it. No one has a question, about. No one question you no one asking why you're a vegan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the I don't know. That's kind of like the ideal world, right? Like nobody asks you about why you're vegan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to create that kind of world. So
yes. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be at some point. We don't know when, but we are going there. Yes.
I think we're going to the right direction. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to. Yeah, the question is when, so we have to go faster.
Yeah, we have to go a little faster. We need to put a little bit more engine into it. Yes. And I just wanted to also ask about the fundraising part. Like what kind of campaign or event do you do fundraising for?
Well, actually, there's not many vegan organizations in Japan. So I start my fundraisers career at university, higher education institute. And, fundraising is very interesting job. And fundraising is, eventually you raise the fund, which is money. But the value is not only about money, how many supporters you get. That's the critical part.
Wow.
So if you get maybe the 1 million from one person, that's also 1 million. But 1 million from 1 million people, same 1 million, but the different, the meaning is different.
True.
So that's what I'm doing every day.
That's amazing. I never thought about that. Fundraising can be like fixated on just some amount of money. But that's very true.
People think so, yeah. But we that's the fundraising is we create the basics of the foundation, and the people wants to live happier, and the people wants the world to be a better place. So that's why you invest your money, so the money together with your will, and then I donate this money to you so that you work for that project, which I may not be able to participate physically, but I support by donating money. That's the philosophy.
Wow. That's amazing. I never thought about it that way, but that's true. Like it's about how many people you can bring together to this one project or fundraising. That's very true. I was also wondering that is there any experience that you felt like living in Japan? Did you have any difficulties explaining veganism to Japanese people?
Well, first of all, vegan is very foreign language. We don't have vegan, we just call it vegan in Japanese as well. So the definition is still very vague. Even the major media, vegan, they just translate pure vegetarianism, which is totally different. So I think it takes some time to, for people to understand what veganism is. But I try not to push people, or I used to be very radical, but now more like, that try to explain gently. If people show interest, I tell them what they want to know. But if not, I don't even mention that. Because if their mind is not open, it's no point telling them what veganism is. I try to remember what I used to be. I was not born vegan. I was non-vegan. So I understand how they feel. And when I was non-vegan, and when I met even a vegetarian, I didn't really care about it. So I think that people has a timing.
Yeah.
To if hit the right timing, that's fine. If not, just dump a lot of information, probably you're wasting your time. And if you are interested in veganism, and then do a little bit research by yourself, that's my advice. Rather than I can give you the information, I can lecture you, but it's better for you to get information and then find out what's happening, what the veganism is. That's the best way. So it become more organic in you, to stay there in your side. So I always try to tell them, do a little bit of research by yourself. That's my advice.
Yeah, that's totally, I think I can relate to that too. Because when I talk to my friends about veganism, if they don't show any interest, then it's just gonna go from right ear to the left ear and then leave it like that. So and I think that we all have a timing. I was very judgmental about vegetarian, vegan before I went vegan. Like, as an athlete, I mean, I'm a dancer. So as a performer or athlete, I thought meat was like necessary. And if you're not eating meat, you are not responsible for your body enough to be an athlete. That's what I thought before I went vegan. But I mean, it turned out it's not like that. So it's definitely about timing and also where you are in your mind, I think, at that time.
Yeah. And then from whom you find out, that's also very important.
Yes.
If you said the same thing, who is talking? That's very important. So you have to consider that as well. So, and then, the relationship between the other party sometimes affects the consequences. So, yeah. But I mean, I'm vegan. Well, no matter what happened, I will be. So that's for sure. So that's the good thing in my life, I think.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Eric is saying the same thing in the last episode, I think. Like, even though there was going to be a study of like, okay, vegan will live 3 years less than normal people, or like non-vegan people, he will still be vegan because he is a vegan for animals.
It's true, yes. And it turns out that, it's healthier and better for environment and more ethical. So no reason for not be vegan. I think more people will be aware that, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's great. And then I have a last question that is a little bit funny, actually, that I wanted to ask you. If you were to make somebody vegan, just like a magic, one day, today or tomorrow, it can be any day, who would you choose?
Donald Trump.
Why?
He is good or bad. I mean, he is very powerful and influential. We need that big icon in veganism, vegan world. Yeah, probably there's no hope, but I mean, if I could.
Yeah. Yes.
Trump would be a good.
Yes. But true, we need like a big icon, like a big personality who can, really stand out. That's very true. Very good answer. Thank you. So the conversation is coming to an end, but I wanted to ask you, is there any events coming up, or where can we find you on social media? Can you tell us about that?
Well, as an individual, I probably am invisible. If people follow Vegan FTA, I'm happy. I'm more than happy. Yeah, Vegan FTA, we have English, Spanish, and we have Philippines and India and Japan. And I think there are some more coming. So it's really international, worldwide.
Wow, that's amazing. Maybe it's going to be like Italian and French maybe in the future.
Yes, I think in future, yes, why not?
Yes, so we can expand vegan community.
That's right.
Yeah, that's great. So I will put the link to Vegan FTA Instagram account.
Thank you very much.
So everybody can check it out. And of course, Japanese listener as well, because there is a Japanese account. All right, then we would like to say thank you, Yuko-san. We were so happy to have you here. And of course, you're more than welcome to come back anytime if you have any further events with Vegan FTA and so on. And we keep in touch. Thank you very much for today.
Thank you. Bye.
So, you have listened to the conversation with Yuko. I really hope you enjoyed hearing this interview. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a rating and a follow on the podcast platform you're listening to. It means so much to us and it will help the others to find this podcast easily. We also share content on social media like Instagram and Facebook, so don't forget to check it out for announcements of giveaways and events and more. You will find the links to Vegan FTA main Instagram account on the show note, so go ahead and follow them if you want to learn more about what they share. Remember, Vegan FTA is available in many different languages like Spanish, Japanese, and of course in English. So just type in Vegan FTA on Instagram and you will see their various accounts based on where it's based. If you have any questions, feedback, and guest requests, don't hesitate to email us to this very address, betterearthn@gmail.com. Last but not least, I'd like to thank our guest Yuko Kubo, and most importantly, thank you so much for listening and see you next time. Bye bye!